Alright. Hopefully this works. I'm hoping. Alright. Now I'm gonna look for some Santa Claus images. So I need to get my decorations going. Sketch. Alright. Alright. Let's see if I can get this any bigger. Yes, I can. Alright, I'm going to probably use my chalk for this, a Santa Claus sketch. At least I got something together in my life. I figured a better place for the phone. Alright, I'm just going to use red to sketch them out on here. Alright. This seems like a better system, my speaker. And I have so many things. Oh, hello. I'm doing pathway readings. I'm also drawing Santa Claus. So if you got a question, leave it for me. I'm just looking at Mr. Saint Nick here. I do enjoy this time of year. Gives me hope. But here's the cards if you need a reading. Alright. Alright. I'm going to do the legs first. Oh, hello. How are you? Yeah, ho, ho, ho to you. Santa is getting done. Alright, I'm gonna sketch out his legs first. Alright. Alright, sketching down this way. Alright, here. That's a good angle. Alright, we're just gonna do that. Now I'm gonna get his boots. Oh, you're funny. Oh, well, thank you. Look at that. I got somebody from Russia. Do you guys celebrate Christmas with Saint Nick over there? I always wondered. They say, I don't know for sure. Things are different sometimes. Alright. Alright. Alright, that foot's better. Alright, now this is foot's ahead. It's gonna be a little harder. Maybe it's not so bad. Just draw a circle around here. And a little bit here. I don't know. It looks like his foot's forward. Alright. Now. I'm going to go ahead and do it from the bottom up. This seems like it'd be a whole lot easier to do it this way. Alright. And now. Alright, then his belt will go right here. Alright. There, I'm just doing the belt buckle. Okay. Okay. Now. Alright, this seems a whole lot easier. To the bottom to the top. Alright, the belt comes in more because Santa will be thinner. It's turning out a whole lot better than my one Santa, I'll tell you that much. Alright. Mother Santa sure had problems. A lot. Alright. Now I'm gonna do this this arm here. Alright. Alright, now his little glove. This is not turning out bad. Alright. I am getting much faster at this. Oh, hi, Karan. I'm bringing in Christmas. Alright, I got Santa halfway done in 9 minutes. I'm definitely getting good speed. It's getting a little better for me these days. Alright, I'm going to start this arm here. Alright. Alright. Alright, that goes that way. And that way, alright. Now this comes out. It goes out like this. It's not bad. I'm getting much better at these. Relationship with ST. This person must be very good looking. You put a lot of effort into this relationship. I'm going to take a break from my Santa. I got tired of angels. Oh, those angels about drove me batty. I did 3 really good ones that were religious. I needed a break from religious ornaments and everything. There's only so much religious stuff sometimes you can take in one day. I don't mind religion, but painting that many angels is enough to half kill somebody. So many leaves. So many leaves. But your relationship with this ST. Oh my god, here's my stalker from Facebook. I swear to God, he has to be a scammer. He's always talked about he wants to join a nudist colony and wants to know my opinion about it. Real people don't do this kind of thing. It's just weird. But anyways, Quran, that energy is on a waxing crescent moon, which just talks about faith in dreams. So, which was good. And you had a new moon in Cancer where talk about you and your loved ones. So I feel that families may be reunited. Then you got a new moon in Pisces also. And it just talks about meditation, manifestation. I mean, I feel you guys are gonna do well this month, depending on your goal. I mean, our kind of marriage doesn't really matter in that other realm, but you could be getting close to it. But I hope it's worth all this effort. You put a lot of your life force into this, Kron. So I'm rooting for you and personally praying for you with this guy because I could do like 10 or 20 paintings with all the energy you got. Eventually, if you keep putting your energy in, but the thing is he would have to want that sort of thing. Then he would have to give up his livelihood a lot because you got to put your finances together. Then you have to have a bank account together. I mean, there's a lot to marriage, Karan. I wouldn't be jumping to get married. I really wouldn't, unless, because sometimes even when you're, yeah, I see your family uniting. But like I said, always be careful with marriage because even if that person sways away, you're stuck for a while. And I know this because of my last one, so I just give you friendly advice as a friend. Because it's easy to get married and hell to get divorced. And this is true facts. And now I'm going to draw the head of Santa because I really think this could be a good decoration. And I think I got good because his foot's actually going forward. The angels actually look like angels. Maybe it'd be good for both of us, Karan. You'll bond with this guy more, and maybe I can draw a raven, possibly paint one, and have it look good for a book cover. Oh, well, if he's involved in another woman, why are you putting all your energy into this relationship? I guess that's the $1 million question. That's silly. I mean, are you having sex with him or do you just kind of lust for him? Oh, you want him. Well, the thing is things that we want always don't come to us because we're not meant to have them. And I will tell you that because there's been guys that I've wanted so bad. They were good looking and I was young and at the time. And I got mad. And my best friend took the first guy I've ever was with, and I was with for like 2 3 years when I was younger. And she got married and had 2 kids with him. Somehow I had to see these 2 kids, but he ended up divorcing her and having 2 other kids. So even though I was mad at my best friend, sometimes things happen for the better. And from what I found out, he was a bit of an asshole, as they say. And my friend said, thank God I wasn't with him here in long distance. Okay. That's probably good, but I share that story with you because I think people just kind of forget. They get involved in all this lastorious Hallmark versions of love going on. And honestly, it's a Hallmark vision of love. That's not how relationships really go. It doesn't happen there where you just meet this rich, this story, handsome fella, and then all of a sudden, all this stuff goes on. And you're like the Princess Bride. This does not happen. So, I'm just letting you know this fact because I've lived a I feel like too long of a life these days. But sometimes it's better for the best because I actually felt bad for my friend, and she's the one that actually took my boyfriend and everything. And they were living happily ever after for years, got married, and he just did not want her no more and dumped her. And she was just sitting there stuck with 2 kids. And he got a job at a department store and did pay her a little bit of money for the kids, but she was living with her mom in an attic. So it was very sad, and I'm kind of glad that I did not have to deal with that, honestly. Alright, now I'm gonna do this little mustache here. But I give you that comparison just so you're not alone in all this, because I do watch this catfish business at, oh shoot, I think it's on Netflix or something like that. You've seen the catfish show where everybody's so in love with this person and that person. Honestly, I mean, I don't, maybe love is like that these days. I don't know. But, okay, well, Mustache looks a little better. Okay, now put that there. And then there's a little thing here. I think Santa might be halfway decent. Alright. He needs to have. His hair comes down because he has a lot of little hair. I don't know. I think he's way better than my other Santa. What do you guys think? I don't think he's bad. I see feelings, but I don't see I don't know. I don't see the feelings like proper married people should have. That I don't see. I feel that you're maybe just somebody that he kind of is just there for, but I don't know what you'd call a doormat. They used to call in my days. They used to tell us don't be a doormat. It was like always a big saying. But anyways, I feel like he's almost trying to make you a doormat. I really do. Because I don't feel it feels that like it would be a good union, especially if a child came along. Children should have, I don't know, I'm just old fashioned. I feel that they should have, like, their parents should be a certain way, and I feel like that's why the kids today are just so messed up. And I feel bad. I truly do. I'm watching these documentaries on YouTube, and these kids, they're going homeless and all this stuff. And they're growing up way too fast. And it's just real sad. I don't think God meant for this for all of us. And I don't see the happiest ending after your marriage. That I don't. I just see like he does care for you, but it's just not going to end up the way you would like it to. And he's not going to care in the end. And I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. And probably it's just because of me having like an old fashioned kind of life. But that's just how I see it, and I don't want to see you have to go through that. Maybe there's just someone you randomly know in your hometown. I mean, I don't know how people meet each other now these days. Oh, I said doormat. Women, a lot of women, like when you give in to men too much, it's a doormat. The men just step all over you. And they do whatever they want. Men could be a doormat too. And no one wants to be a doormat. If you want to get someone's attention, if you're doing well in your life and you literally do not need them, that's when they want you the most. If you're sitting there trying to make all this effort to talk to them and this and that, that's when they don't want you the most. It's crazy, but this is true facts. I mean, I've lived through this. And I lived in a time before cable. And then when I was growing up, you had to be rich to have cable. I had cable, of course. My dad had money, but I mean, can you? I mean, you gotta let him come to you. I mean, just he has honestly, because that he would have to live in proximity where you live. It couldn't be long distance. How's he gonna go eat lunch with you and stuff if you guys are so far away? And honestly, I don't know how anybody could have these long distance relationships. I know in Catfish they have them and everything, and they say they're involved with somebody, and there's no way you could ever even be intimate with this person because they live like 500 miles away, if not more. I mean, kind of got to know, because at my time, like if somebody was going to college and it was far out, you kind of just broke up. And generally, that was how it went. These days, I don't know. It's all crazy now. But, I mean, I could see something maybe, but honestly, it looks like if he already has a whole relationship, I would just stay friends with him and just find somebody local. That just makes more sense. At least to me, it does. And then just let him have his current relationship because obviously that's the one he needs to be in right now. Because you never know, they might have kids. There could be things involved in this relationship because he spends a whole lot of time with this other person. So if you're spending this much time with this other person, you're pretty much on the outs. That's just the way that goes. And I wouldn't take much effort into it because, I mean, it's a lesson learned. I mean, I went through this where love happened and didn't happen. It was a time where there was skater music and time was fun. But I'm just here to give you friendly advice because I don't think I could date these days. I truly think men could be horrible. But then again, I always was kind of a feminist at a young age. Yeah, you can get a reading. You can go ahead and put your question in. I'm just bullshitting about men and how much I'm a feminist. And a lot of times when I was growing up, men would try to one up on women all the time. And this is what they did. I, I mean, at least Santa's a little better today. Oh, you're an Aries. So am I. I know a lot of people aren't Aries aren't that popular in the world. They say we do all kinds of bad things, but we really don't. We just say the truth. And a lot of people in the world really don't want to hear the truth. I mean, I know it hurts, and it does, the truth. But I'd rather deal with that hurt of the truth than be stuck in not knowing something. I mean, that's where I'm at with life. And then I find little things that make me happy. Obviously, painting, because y'all see me painting every day. But this is what I do. I sit here and paint and wait for tarot card readings and take my dog out for a gazillion dog walks. And I go on Snapchat. I have a really cute post I'm going to put on for Thanksgiving where it had this cutest filter on Snapchat. I mean, laugh out loud. I like Snapchat better than Facebook sometimes. And TikTok. And I got 100 views on my spotlight. I must be doing well with these videos. Alright, you want to know Taurus's current feelings towards me after reading the letter I gave him. Oh, this is a juicy one. It was a letter. Alright, me and Santa Claus are moving this way. I'm gonna get your cards out. How you like Santa so far? My first one looked like a damn alien and had issues in the world. I was trying to redeem myself with a better Santa in the world. Oh, well, thank you. All my other Santa look crazy. I really tried to get a actual decent Santa. Maybe one day I can make ravens. This is my whole thing. I need to do cover art for this book. And it's going to drive me nuts till I can get my cover art done. Because I'm cheap as hell. I really am. I'll sit here and use my phone. And do this and wait for and bother my son to get a computer to save my money. This is what I am because I got to get this book out on Amazon and it probably needs to not give out as I'm expediting it over. So I definitely need another computer. All right. Okay. And this is Sexina. Probably saying this wrong. Oh boy. I am getting very popular these. Oh my lord. Okay, I don't know what's wrong there. Alright, the feelings after the letter. If I miss any of your guys' questions, there's an awful lot of questions coming up. If you leave a comment that you need a reading, I always look at the community board all the time. And I always post things like I do on Facebook over there. And I look to see what comments I have or if I have anyone that needs emergency readings. And I always type them out. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Even if I do your reading, you can get another one and just look at it. Just as long as you support dogs and happiness. But, alright, I got the current feelings for Sexina and the person she admires. And I got a new moon in Pisces, which means you just gotta meditate or manifest. And you got a new moon in Cancer. And this talks about loved ones and stuff. So possibly I would say union or a gathering may be coming. And a waxing crescent moon that represents faith. I think slowly, if you give him time to digest what's going on, I think you'll get your answers. I don't know how old this person is, but if they're younger, they might have other things going on. Sometimes the parents still have involvement, so you gotta be careful about that. Because I had involvement and say-so over my kid's life until they moved out, so. Oh, well, welcome. I mean, I'm trying to be professional, but honestly, I'm old and I'm not even hip to all this stuff. I just like to paint and I like to do tarot card readings for fun. I'm not saying I'm Mademoiselle, my friend. because I'm not. So, alright. Will the case be dropped for Taurus? Lawyer had to represent him yesterday, so hopefully the card could give me some good news. Alright, well, since we'll see here, I'll just do an energy reading on the whole court situation. Alright, you got a third quarter moon on the whole entire court situation. And this just talks about adjustments and things that were overlooked, paperwork wise or details, and moving around things, which would make sense with a legal thing going on. And a waxing moon just means energy is gaining. So slowly the truth is coming out. And then you got a full moon in Sagittarius, which lets you know to look at further ahead. So I feel there may be probation or some lesser sentence, possibly. But if they doesn't get any kind of sentence or just something, I feel there could be trouble. Or at least a ticket. We all know how the popos are. They want their money. So they want to give you a ticket or something. So if that makes sense and helps you out, I'm glad. Because I'm just an intuitive painter over here that writes. Alright. Oh, well, good. I'm glad I said something right. Oh. Wow. See, this is why you gotta watch these situations with lovers. People get very vengeful. This is why I like dogs better than people a lot of times. So I feel he's gonna have a lot of paperwork. I've seen a lot of paperwork and a lot of stuff, but he will eventually get through things. But he needs to just stay away from relationships altogether. I mean, there's always Las Vegas. There's always one night stands. Stay out of relationship for him because after he gets through all this. Because I don't know, I feel this would just be bad right now for him. But I feel he's gonna get through. It's gonna be a little bit okay. TYSM. I don't know what that means. Yeah, he's gonna get out of. There's gonna be some little bit last minute things that he may have to do. So, we'll love to know. Come up in my life. Okay, you want. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it helps. I mean, I'm intuitive, but I'm not the know-all. I just tell you what I see, and hopefully it's helpful to you, and I'll pray for you. Because it sounds horrible what your friend's going through. Alright. Ania. Inya. I don't know how to pronounce that. Are you on a love reading? So I'm going to go ahead and do your love reading. And hopefully you have a good one. Alright. Alright, you got a new moon of Cancer, which just talks about safety. about you and your loved ones. And this is Cancer is a path that's on. And Cancer is a safe path, which means it just indicates you've had a bad energy relationship, and it's trying to balance itself. And you and your loved ones got it got affected by the situation. Then you have a new moon in Pisces and a waxing crescent moon. A new moon in Pisces just tells you to manifest, meditate, and relax. And the waxing crescent moon just tells you to have faith. I feel this is a time of clairvoyance where you need to just relax and kind of get to know yourself and maybe not focus so much on it. I don't see a soulmate coming for a while. I mean, you could get involved if you just want sex or things like that. But if you do get involved in a relationship like that and you end up getting hurt, pretty much there's nothing wrong with somebody doing that. So make sure it's something you would want to do. Alright, I'm going to paint Santa's hat now. And I'm going to get the white out. I'm so glad I'm getting better characters. So glad. It's finally doing something in my life, and I'm happy. These little things make me happy, and I save so much money. It's so much easier because I do make perfumes and stuff too. But I have so much like perfume and things, I don't even want to buy it anymore. I do have some where people gave it to me, and I wear that. But painting is what I look forward to doing every day. I'm looking forward to painting more than the turkey, as crazy as that sounds. Okay. Now I'm going to add another one for the white. I'm just going to make this belt white too. Oh, you're welcome. You are very welcome. I hope I was helpful to you. I'm just glad you guys like me. I mean, anybody could decide not to like you, and it's okay. I used to tell my kids like that you can't always be liked. So I don't get butthurt over here if someone doesn't like me. I really don't. This is why I do my own thing and I'd be painting over here. Because this is what I'd be doing anyways. And I got my music going in the headphones. Because I just kind of enjoy myself. I like the blogging thing. And really, this is blogging if you think about it. It's just blogging live. Instead of blogging and then uploading, it's one big blog. And you could treat it as that if you wanted to. I mean, my nephew introduced me to this blogging thing. And I think it's great. Because I literally blog every little thing I do. And I love it because I do interesting things. I really do. Mostly it's arts and crafts. And it's very innocent things that I do. I don't do anything malicious. I literally do not. Not at all do I do anything malicious. I'm like the most unmalicious person on the planet. There's so many other people that are way more malicious. I'm that person that's with my dog going, oh my god, what happened? That's what I am. And then there's this crazy person in the middle of the road. And me and Chong are like, OMG. That's how unmalicious I am. It's not quite white, but it's okay. Turn out a little pink. My Santa doesn't have to be perfect. Different is okay. Because it is my Santa. I'm going to put this over my little white spots. They're supposed to be white, but now it's a happy pink. I don't know. I guess Santa supports breast cancer. There we go. We got a Santa that does that. I'm happy for Santa Claus. Alright. Alright. Now, I'm going to get a smaller brush because I don't. I don't want to mess up this. Here, I'm going to need a lot of small defined lines. I got this beard coming and everything else now. This beard's gonna. I can't mess up this beard part, so I sometimes just get a whole new different brush. That's the one thing you don't want to mess up. And I do better with painting when I'm tracing stuff. I really do. So I just hand do it myself and then trace my own lines. And that's where that chalk stuff comes in so handy. I'm just kind of going around the edges where I want it to be really light. And you could treat these as a painting because anything could be a canvas. And poster board is so cheap. It really is. This is not a activity just for rich people because the canvases are needed. Get yourself some poster board. That is all you need. And every child can be involved. And you could cut them to save on them. Let's say you just want to do basic characters. That's okay. And you can always touch up little lines and all that. That's what's good about this. Here. I'm going to touch up this here. I like to go right around the line too, even with the white, and have a more prominent light thing going over here. Like that there. Alright. This isn't bad. I want to have that real nice going there. And you could always change these. Like, I don't like really have the curve here. Good. So I'm going to just recurve this for my mustache. And I want that to be really nice. And then right around his mouth where I got moved here. Just got all this up here. want to separate where I got this mouth defined. So I got to put the other pink on it. Alright, something bad. Then around the edges, I'd like to go over again to try to get like it a little bit whiter. And you could do that if you want it, if you're doing any of your paintings. On your edges, if you want them more defined, just go over it again with paint. So. I'm just going to have these sideburns here. Mr. Santa. Make this a little thicker coming down. There. Alright. On this hat. All in the detail. Like I said. I'm almost done with this part, and then I'll check the comments. And like I said, if I do miss one, I can leave it in any short or whatever. And I get my tarot cards out, and I will write you. In your reply, in my reply, I will literally type you out a reading. Alright. This is not bad. Alright. I might have to touch that up again. Okay, relax right here. Are you posted? You want love, connection into life. Oh, you're in a love triangle? Wow. So do you get two people that just like you, or is this like you have or 2 or 3 boyfriends or girlfriends? I mean, I watch cable. I see things sometimes, like sister wives and stuff like that. I see lots of stuff on TV, and there's lots of things that are coming as new lifestyles. So I was just curious. I'm not judging you. If you are a sister wife or whatever, that's okay too. I guess it's beneficial to the family sometimes for so many wives to be around. I guess babysitting's one of them. So, my love entering into my life. Okay, I don't know. I thought we were talking about some love triangle stuff I've heard on TV. Yesterday I went in a night stream and someone said that someone was a psych patient, and I went into medical mode. I told him not to harm himself or other people or animals, and I went down the whole entire thing because I used to work in a psych ward. So that was that yesterday. which did not scare me. I've dealt with a lot of psych patients. I've had people try to murder me and everything else. It is what it is. I'm still here. So, but let's get your love reading going, and this is Saddam Sharma. Okay. Okay, your love path is in a full new moon eclipse. And this is powerful change. That could be good. That could be very good. And you're surrounded by a mutual moon and a full moon in Leo. This mutual moon just means nothing is one way or another. And it could be changed. And then the full moon in Leo is talking about pride. Somebody that if you went back or whatever, you said you wouldn't. And then you would have to say that you maybe were wrong. So I do feel there's a lot of energy going on in your love past, but the person that you let go, that you said you would never talk to again, is still around and maybe and is around to see if you want to talk to them or not. Okay, what are you doing over here, Gizzy? Alright, let me have a hit of this. But I do see somebody, and either way, you got to forgive them. Just so you know. If you don't forgive this person, if you accept them back or not, that person, you still got to forgive them. That's the way universe goes. That's the way God goes. To move forward, you got to give forgiveness. If you don't give forgiveness and you stay in a spiteful path, that's how God punishes you. You will get nowhere. And you will get nothing out of love until you forgive the person in your past. And then when you do give people, it'll be fake people. That karma just gives you because you're being a certain way. And sometimes you can become each other's karma. And you don't want to be somebody's karma. Being somebody's karma is a lonely path. I mean, the universe isn't going to punish you by drastic things. A lot of times the universe punishes you by these kind of being someone's karma. And you don't want these karma relationships. So it's better to forgive people that have done you wrong so you're not a part of these karma relationships. That's how karma just makes it even, as they say. So I'm finishing up my Saturnine, and I think I'm done with the session anyways. I think you guys already have had. I think all my main questions are done, is what I'm saying. And I'm almost done with this decoration. So. And then he's already crying, so I gotta go to these 4 trees for Mr. Chong. Chong, we're gonna go out. And the husband's getting back from the dispensary. And then I'll be probably doing something. crazy ones. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, that's much friendlier eyes. Alright, and this one, I'm just put ho 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 on the side. Almost done with this. Alright. Well, it's not bad. I think it's done. Ho ho ho. It's actually not bad. But okay. I'm gonna cut this off and put the comments when you see any of them if you want a reading. And I think I've done a bunch of them, so and said it. And I don't want to kill the dead horse, as they say. So have a good evening.